Have you guys noticed that Victoria, since the pandemic, we've gone super into stabbing? We fucking love stabbing! We love brunch, Blundstones, and blades. We can't get enough. I read an article recently that said Victoria was one of the most crime-ridden cities in Canada. And I told this to a friend, he's like, that's awful. And I'm like, no dude, that's amazing. We need to get those numbers higher. Yeah, I want to be able to afford a house. This housing market's insane. Later tonight, after the show, I'm going to be out in the alley stabbing. Just trying to pop that housing bubble, you know what I'm saying? I always cry when I stab though. Like I don't do it like I don't look it, but I'm a crier. And I'm always out there, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just want my kids to be above ground kids. We live in a basement suite. Yeah, I have 2 kids and my wife, and we live in a basement. Pools and suites are the opposite, you know? Like an in-ground pool, you're like, fucking, that's a cool dude. An in-ground suite, you're like, that's lame. That's what I call it now, an in-ground suite. I'm a dad. I love being a dad. But it's hard. Like the other day, my son grabbed a plastic bag and he started putting it on his head, and then I had to quickly react. You know, I snatched it off his head so fast. But then my son started crying, and he started crying so hard, I almost put the bag back on. I'm like, no, this is for your future. I took my son to the pool recently. We went to the public pool, and it was like a Thursday. It was like almost completely empty, and we were just playing catch. You know, I was just like throwing the ball across the pool, and he'd swim to get it and bring it back. Okay, that's fetch, but we're playing fetch. Kids fucking love fetch, okay? You can't call it fetch when you have kids, so you have to be like, go get it, boy, go get it! But then the lifeguard comes over, and he's like, hey, you have to keep your little one within arm's reach. And I was like, what? Like, do you think I'm not gonna be able to keep him alive? Like, he's 5 years old. He's been alive the whole time. He's never been dead once. I'm doing a freaking good job, okay, buddy? Back off. He's in a life jacket. If I see him drowning, I'll go over there and I'll pick him up. You know what? That's fucking. I don't want the sass of an 18-year-old who has abs. Like, come on. Then afterwards, we went to the change room, and I forgot to warn my son. It'd been a while since we'd gone to. And my son, he saw an old man dick, and it caught him off guard. Like, it shocked him. Like he physically pointed at it and was like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I let you down. Why do we let old man dicks and kids be together in the change room? It's weird. It's fucking weird. You might think it's not weird, but you take those 2 same people, the old man dick and my son, and you just take it 10 feet over into the hot tub, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your dick away from my son! Take your dick and my son to the change room! That's where it's normal! Not out here! Not out here! What the fuck? I don't know, maybe it's a hang-up I have. My daughter, she's 2, and she's super smart, and I don't like. And then she's like too observant. Like we were playing this game the wheels on the bus. We're just singing it, and we're just like throwing her names, you know. We're like, what is Dad on the bus? She's like, Dad on the bus says, eat your dinner, eat your dinner. It's like super cute. And then we're like, what does Nana on the bus say? And she's like, the Nana on the bus says, I want wine. I want wine. And we're like, fucking roasted her. My mom doesn't have a problem with alcohol. She has a problem without alcohol. We're gonna get more. Box wasn't. Never mind. As you can probably tell, I am circumcised. I've been circumcised since before I could remember. It's been a long time now. And when me and my wife found out we're gonna have a son, we had to decide what we're gonna do. You know, do we just keep it in the family? So we did a bunch of research of why people circumcise their sons. And the main reason people give nowadays is that fathers want their sons' dicks to look like theirs. That's weird. That's fucking weird. That's so weird. Like maybe there's some dudes in here that are closer with their dad. I've never once compared dicks to my dad. I've never like gone up to bed, hey Dad, come on, whip it out, look, sing. Hey Grandpa, get in here. Sing. Hey great grandpa, get your fucking ass up here, old man. Sing. Let's make them touch intergenerational trauma. We've never done that. That's my time. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Thank you very much.